Hey there, welcome back. And what we're going to be going over in this video is how we are turning every single missed call into an actual client, or at the very minimum, an estimation appointment for the construction companies that we are working with. So just to really set the foundation here so you know what's to come in this video, pretty much all we're doing is we're using AI and automation to do that. So when you miss a call, it's not a good thing because you're missing a call, so you're obviously not going to have any sort of speed to lead factor there. But what you can do is you can, at the very minimum, make up for that missed call, still stay on top of these leads' minds, and then eventually get that estimation appointment booked and that deal closed. So there's several automations that you want to make sure to set up when you're doing this. So I'll show you the ones that we have and that we use. Now, few things is one, the missed call text back. So basically you want to make up for that missed call. Now you don't want to just make it up to the lead, you also want to make it up to your team. Now when I say make it up to your team, I don't mean congratulate them or make them feel better because they missed a call, they're not doing their job, but remind them that that lead is coming in. So let me first explain this to you. So this is a software called Go High Level. I would highly recommend putting this into your business if you haven't already. So when someone calls and the call is incoming, and let's say the call status is we were busy, we canceled the call, that person left a voicemail, or we just didn't answer the phone. If it's one of those four things that happens, and it's the phone number, Steven's number, which is my number, then what happens is that lead gets a text that says, hey, Albert from Job 1 Home Improvement here. Bum, we missed your call. We're out in the field and we will reply in the next 10 minutes. Thank you for reaching out. We look forward to connecting soon. So that lead is still being followed up with and they know that you're going to call them back. Now, that's the text that the lead gets. However, you still have to let your team know that they missed that call. So because of that, what we do is we set up another automation where we text our team internally and we say, hey, Job 1 Home Improvement lead has called you. Call them ASAP. Hey, you just missed a call from the phone number for Job 1 Home Improvement. Please get back to them ASAP before the lead gets cold. And then they get another text that says, call that lead now. Now, the other thing is that it's all like timed. So if that person, if we get a call 1 minute later, it will send that text. And then after these text messages, it waits 2 minutes and sends another text to our team. And then after another 3 minutes, it sends another text to our team. So our team is reminded 3 times to call that lead back. So that's the first thing we do with AI automation. The second thing we do is no pickup. Now, I'm not going to go through this entire workflow because as you can see, it's a lot of things that happen. But pretty much what this is let's say that we call a lead and we move them into the stage of no pickup, right? What happens is they get a text message. It says, hey, this is Albert. I noticed you reached out. When did you want me to call you back so we can schedule an estimate? Contact first name, and then they continue to get followed up with over and over and over and over again. These are texts that are being sent out to that lead, right? And they're constantly being nurtured. And I'm pretty sure that this is happening over, a 30-day period, right? So again, they are constantly being followed up with. We're making the most out of every lead, whether they miss our call or we miss theirs, right? Now, the other thing we do is the qualified lead, right? Now, this is important because a lot of times what companies will do is the owner doesn't directly take the call. Someone on their team does, and that information gets passed to the owner. Well, you still want that lead to at least know that the owner or whoever's going to come out and give that estimation appointment is on top of it. So we have a third and a final automation trigger where what happens is if we move the lead into the stage of the pipeline qualified and sent, meaning qualified and sent to the owner, then that lead gets a text message that says, hey, thanks for telling us about your home remodeling needs. Just a heads up, we offer XYZ, free quotes, warranties, other perks, etc. I've informed the construction manager, Robert, about your project outline, and he will reach out to you in the next few hours. So you're keeping on top of these people's minds that you will be reaching out. They are nurtured. They know that, or they are top of mind for you, and they're nurtured. And then they are confident that they have a good company coming after them and working with them, and potentially working with them, because you are on top of things. Because 99% of construction companies do not have these types of automations in place. So if you do install these into your business, you can immediately double your business, because again, your competition isn't doing this. 99% of construction companies do not have AI and automation in their business. So that's how we make the most out of missed calls, whether the lead calls us and we miss it, or we call them and they miss it. Either way, we make the most out of this. This alone will double your business. Comment below if you have any questions on it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.